Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right. Is it me or does it look like gold is trying to go on a bull run? It recently hit its record high above $2,100, came down just a little bit, but is this a start of something to come? Let's talk about this. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. It's crazy because I hear on one side Bitcoin's getting ready to have a market correction and the value is probably going to drop down to somewhere around $40,000. Meanwhile, I got somebody on the other side saying gold's getting ready to run. It's a bull run according to them. I said, well, I think I need some consistency going both ways before I make a final decision. But either way, it's exciting. It's exciting to see cryptos start to run again. I know there's a lot of people who lost a lot of money when the prices dropped. So hopefully you guys didn't sell your cryptos and you're just holding on to them and you will soon see your money rebound. That's what I'm hoping for. So let's take a look at what's going on. Bitcoin at $62,202. Ethereum's at $3,436. Solana's at $129.77. XRP's finally creeping up just a little. They're finally at 63 cents. Cardano's at 75 cents. Dogecoin's at 14 cents. Chainlink's at $20.49. Polkadot's at $8.87. Shiba is at 4019. Is that right? They lost a zero? Go Shiba. Polygon is at $1.05. Litecoin is at $90.25. Luna is starting to make a little bit of a move over the past day. This is what has happened. This is the performance of Luna. It's at 3016. Let's see what it looks like for the week. Oh, nice. Keep going, Luna. What's it looking like for the month? Yeah, look at this. Luna Classic. Look at this. It had 4094. It is now up to 3016. This is just over the last month. So Luna Classic continuing to climb. Let's keep it up. Satama is a nightmare. When all the other cryptos are running, this one continues to fall off. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Take a look at gold where we are right now. Gold did reach $2,100, even though you can't see it on this chart here, but it did reach $2,100. It's at $2,091.60. These are record highs. It was up $36.90 for the day. Very nice. Silver is at $23.34. It is up 46 cents on the day. Let's hope that precious metals continues to climb. I'll take a nice, slow, steady move as I continue to accumulate. This is what I was talking about, JP Morgan coming out and saying there's going to be a major correction. Is Bitcoin due for a major correction? JP Morgan predicts a drop to 42,000 after April's halving. So we got about a month before the halving takes place. Says Bitcoin's price is above 63,000 on Thursday, has reached heights not seen in 2 years, but the coin's upcoming halving event could push prices down to 42,000. The Bitcoin production cost has empirically acted as a lower bond for Bitcoin prices. The analyst wrote in the report released Wednesday, estimating that the post-halving production cost could double to about 53,000. This could cause a 20% decline in the Bitcoin network's hash rate, meaning fewer miners would be competing to produce Bitcoin simultaneously. This 42,000 estimate is also the level we envisage Bitcoin prices drifting towards once Bitcoin halving induced euphoria subsides after April, the analyst wrote. At the halving expected to happen on April the 19th, the rewards miners earn per block will fall from 6.25 to 3.12 Bitcoins in order to slow the hash rate at which new coins are minted, while diminishing supplies has historically caused prices to soar. Increasingly, production costs also affects the price of the Bitcoin as fewer miners are able to stay profitable. So yes, they are on a run right now, but will they drop down to 40 something? I don't know. At this pace, by the time April halving comes around, you can see Bitcoin in the 70,000s. So I don't know about dropping all the way down to 42. This is a common pattern for Bitcoin. It jumps up before the halving, drops down slightly, and then goes back up in a major way. So we'll keep an eye on it. Like I said, there's a window of opportunity. Jump on that window, grab your profits. Don't forget to grab your profits. And if you can't afford to play in these markets, make sure you use discretionary funds. Let this mess with your head. Remember when we got the RONA and all the markets closed down and crypto started to crash? And it got down there pretty low. I think it was in March I was telling people not to worry about it, but we didn't start stock watch until somewhere around April the 9th, I think it was, or April the 6th, yeah. So here it is. It was around $6,000, $7,000. Let's just put it that way. If you'd have known then what you know now, wouldn't you have jumped in on that? How'd you like to go back to March or April of 2020 when the prices dipped down pretty low? I was saying, look, Bitcoin and Ethereum, we should jump on those because I think they're going to rebound pretty good. And they did. They went from around, I don't know, $6,000, $7,000, jumped on up to 63. Now look where they are today. They're not that far away from breaking their own record. If you knew then what you know now, wouldn't you love to go back in time and jump on this bad boy? This gentleman here thinks we're about to go on a bull run for gold and silver, but let's listen in, shall we?
Run first decade of this century, from 2001 to 2011, gold went from $250 to $1,900. Basically, we're just above that level now. So you spent more than a decade in a sideways to down consolidation. You did have a run in 2016. You did have a run in early 2020, first half of 2020. But if you look at it, it's been basically for the last 4 years or last 3.5 years, has been a sideways to down consolidation. And it's caused a lot of people in this country, probably less so in places where your currency's been weak and the metals have done well. But in this country, the gold bugs and those who had always looked at the metals as something they liked, particularly after the great run in the first decade, people that have run away from it. So it's lost its luster, crypto's the place to be now, or it just, it's a dinosaur, it's not going to work. And it's not that at all. It's really, the dollar is the key. And of course, we had a big bear market in bonds, so the interest rates went up a lot, and that also hurts it. So, I look at everything through the prism of the U.S., and so I'm going to speak in terms of that. Really, it's going to be gold and silver are going to be big players in this melt up, and then calling for a bust and an 80% bear market in the U.S. following the melt up. And during that period, they'll get hit hard again, as most assets will. It's going to be a global bust, so every assets around the world are going to get hit. But then following that bust in the second half of this decade, I think you've got a huge gold and silver run coming, and I mean huge. But I'm might call for pre-bust, meaning between now and middle of next year, I think gold can get to 3,000, and I'm probably conservative. These are again in dollar terms. I think silver, my target is 60, and I'm saying now I wouldn't be surprised if it went 75.
He's talking about that's the price of silver per ounce between now and a year from now.
Again, in dollar terms. Now, silver right now is, it got up to 26 recently and backed off to 24 and change here this week. But, just a short while ago, it was down in 20 here and thereabouts, so 2021. So it's had a run. Gold's obviously, as you said, right near its high in U.S. terms. Monday morning had a breakout to new highs, and that reversed quickly, and that spooked the market.
Very volatile die.
Yeah. So, and that's actually what happens a lot. I think Australia tends to, we had a nice run last week, and it was right near breakouts, so Australia took it out. But they're thin markets, and they speculative markets. They can mislead you. You run right into it at the top and then reverse it. That happens so often. I've got some guys that follow me from Australia, and they go, yeah, we see this all the time. It's a thin market over here. So, but I think the consolidation here is going to be short. And I think gold in very short order, meaning could be a few days, could be a week, but will be at new highs and on its way.
That's the news we like to hear. So he's saying he thinks they're going to do a slight run up and then they're going to level out for a little bit, but not gold. He's saying silver. And then between now and a year from now, he thinks silver's going to be up to around $60, $70 an ounce. I don't know about you guys, but I'll take it. $60, $70 an ounce, I'd be doing pretty good. I'm sure a lot of you out there would be pretty happy with that as well. But before then, I got to accumulate as much as possible. Anyways, that's it for now. I appreciate you guys chiming in. I'll catch you later. I'm out.